If you love staying home and you've ever thought, wait, am I broken? I need you to hear this clearly. Loving being at home is not, by itself, a sign of sickness. For a lot of people, it's just how their brain works best. Today, I'll explain why, in a simple, science-based way. We'll cover why some people have a smaller social battery, why home can feel like a mental charging station, and the one difference between I enjoy home and I feel trapped. First, let's kill a myth. If you stay home, you must be shy. Not true. There's a big difference between introversion and shyness. Shyness is more about fear of judgment. Introversion is more about how you recharge. An introvert can be confident, funny, and great with people, and still feel drained after too much social time. Think of it like phones. Some phones have a huge battery. Some batteries are smaller. A smaller battery isn't bad, it just needs charging more often. Now, let's talk about why that battery drains. Your brain is always doing math. Noise, faces, conversations, eye contact, body language, timing jokes, reading the room. For some people, all that input is exciting. For others, it's exhausting. It's not because they hate people, it's because their brain hits overload faster. Some brains like more stimulation. Some brains like less. If you feel better at home, your brain might prefer lower noise, fewer surprises, more control, and more quiet focus. And that preference can be totally healthy. Here's another myth. If you like staying home, you're lazy. Nope. Sometimes staying home is actually your brain doing something smart. Self-regulation. When life is intense, work, school, news, social media, your nervous system looks for safety and recovery. Home often gives you that because it's predictable. At home, you know the rules. You control the lights, the sounds, the temperature. You can wear comfy clothes. You can eat when you want. You can be quiet without explaining yourself. Home can act like a safe base, not because the outside world is evil, but because your brain relaxes when it knows what's coming next. And staying home does not automatically mean you're not social. A lot of home lovers still want connection. They just prefer it in smaller, calmer forms. One close friend instead of a big group. A long call instead of a loud party. A hobby together instead of small talk with strangers. Texting instead of constant hanging out. That's still social. It's just a different style. But let's be honest. Staying home is not always good in every situation. Here's the clean line. Healthy homebody means you choose it and it feels good. Unhealthy isolation means you don't feel free and it hurts your life. So ask yourself two simple questions. Do I feel calm and refreshed at home? Or do I feel stuck, scared, or ashamed? Because if you're staying home mainly because you're terrified of people, or your world is shrinking, or you're losing interest in everything you used to enjoy, that's not the same thing as I love my home. That's a signal you might need support. But loving staying home by itself is not a sickness. The key is distress and impairment. Is it causing real suffering? Is it stopping you from living the life you want? If not, then you're probably just a person who recharges differently. So the takeaway is simple. If you love staying home, you might have a smaller social battery. You might be sensitive to noise and chaos. You might recover through quiet and control. You might enjoy deeper hobbies over constant social energy. And none of that is wrong. Not everyone is built to be out every night. Not everyone is built for crowds. Not everyone wants a life that looks loud. A peaceful life can be a powerful life. So the next time your brain says, "Is something wrong with me?" try this instead. Maybe nothing is wrong. Maybe I'm just wired for calm. Stay home if you love it. Go out when you want to. And remember, your life doesn't need to look like everyone else's to be healthy.